Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to show you um, how to use the trend line. So I'm not taking any trade, but I just want to show you how to use the trend line to predict next market direction. But there's different ways you can use the trend line. One, it is either you use the trend line as an area, or you use the trend line as a single line when the market. Then the difference between these two trend line is that most of the time when market cross the single trend line, it come back again to that same trend line and then reverse, so it become resistance, support. Resistance becomes support. Okay, so resistance becomes support. But in this kind of situation here, using the double trend line, if the price is approaching the area and the got rejection, then the market reverse, it will only reverse at least for most of the time. It reverse like 2 or 3 minutes, but what I often see most of the time is like 1 minute. Can just reverse here and then go down, maybe break again, still respect the level, went up again, down, respect the level, or maybe finally break the level and use that as a resistance. So most of the time the market always move like this. So I'm going to show you, but I'm not taking any trade because I observe that if I'm taking trade, showing you all these in trades, most of us will not really understand. Okay, so it's better for you to focus on how you can even analyze the market like that, how you can analyze the market like that. So that is what you need to focus. Okay, now when you want to draw the trend line in this kind of situation, one thing I will advise you is that either you skip this trade or you draw the trend line and wait for the perfect time to enter the trade. So either you skip or you wait for the perfect time to enter the trade. Let me first start with the one single trend line. If I want to draw one single trend line, I have to connect from one point to the second point. Then the third point should be what I should focus, either the market will reverse or not. Look at this. This is the first point. And if I should connect to the second point, this is the second point. So drag it down. You see, the first time the market reversed was here. Then I connected it to this and the market reversed. So you drag it down, you see the market also respect that level. The market also respect the level. Market respect the level to the downside. Okay, so that is when you are is using one single trend line. One single trend line. Even though you drag it, you will see that it work as support. Also it work as support here. It work as support. The market reverse up very strongly. So there are different ways you can draw it. Now let's say you want to draw the double trend line. One thing you have to do is when you connect from the high to high, then you can clone it. Then make sure you see any reversal point like the market reverse here, market also reverse here. So when you see the market approaching that area the third time, if it didn't close inside this area, then you should not bother yourself to enter the trade. If you close inside this area, then you enter the trade with put option. But if it did not close, maybe you are saying the market here, fine, the market might still continue most of the time in this kind of situation. But one thing that you need to observe that the market will not just go up, close inside this level. It might just go up, got rejection here, and reverse. So you need to be careful while you are dealing with trading the binary option like support and resistance area. So when the market touch here, the trend line touch here, you clone it and make sure that it is below the closing price of the bullish, here also below the closing price of the bullish, where seller center, see seller center, definitely this is an area. So it means that anytime the market come to that level, the market will also reverse. But see, this time the market did not reverse. Reason why the market did not reverse is that the market has been used for so many times. And if you observe, the support is still very close to that resistance level. So the market is not going to reverse. If the market did not reverse and break the level, once they come back to that same level, it will surely reverse. Okay, it will surely reverse. That is when you should need to know how to enter the trade using the trend lines and the horizontal line. So I won't say much of this more than this, but I just want to let you know that there are different ways to use the trend line. For instance, if I want to draw the trend line here, I can connect it from the high to high, this high to high. Okay, so at the third time, I need to wait for the price to come back to this high once again with the rejections. Then I enter the trade. Psychologically, you can know that even though the market reached, let's say for instance, the market reached this high and got rejections like this, then psychologically you should know that even though you clone it, you are still seeing the candle still close inside area of resistance, even though you clone it, just like this. You can see I clone it, the market is still seller's entry, seller's entry, seller's entry. If, as the way I clone it, when I clone it, this candle also is inside the area, so we expect seller's entry, right? But that is why I say psychologically you have to trade smartly. You have to trade smartly without even checking or drawing any lines. For me, even though I draw it, but if I'm confused, that is when you see me drawing lines, drawing horizontal lines like double trend lines, double horizontal lines, or using the Fibonacci. This is when I start using them because market might just think I might just think the market has reached the area and yet it has not reached the area. For instance, now you see this bias that is approaching the area. If I remove this trend line now and I saw rejections, maybe just got rejection from sellers. So I might not quickly understand if the next candle is going to be red or green. So definitely for me not to be confused, I have to draw an area to make me know that yes, the market is indeed inside the area. Okay. So I can draw the area like this. So it will make me to know that market is indeed inside the area, which will make the market reverse. Instead of hoping the market should reach this level. Okay. You might say, oh, the candle stop here. Next level is here. Let me place a call trade, a buy trade. Let me see the market will go up to this level. But unfortunately, the market does just reverse here, just from a red seller just entered here. You might be wondering, wow, what happened? Is it because of this level? Is it because there's a level on the left side which I didn't notice? You might be confused. But that is when you come to use double trend lines or even double horizontal lines for you not to be in, so for you not to be, for you not to lose. Okay. So if I should use this single trend line, if I should use this single trend line, I saw the market approach it. Then next, I will say, oh, rejection, strong green, next level. Let me go with buyers. But unfortunately, sellers entered. Pew. When sellers entered, you might be wondering, wow, why the sellers enter? Is it because of this resistance? No, but it is because you never know the market is inside the area. You see, inside the area. So definitely there must be a seller's entry. Okay, I won't say much. I won't say more than this. But that is fact. That is one thing you need to know about trading binary option. Okay, even horizontal line also, you can also do that as well. But that doesn't mean the market will go down very strongly. No, it's not going to go down very strongly. If the market will go down, why is it that only one single sellers that we have here followed by bullish? When the market close, this candle close inside this area, one single sellers. But most of the time, the market can go down. That is another scenario. That is another phenomenon. That is another aspect of trading that you should need to know. If the market will go down or not, that's another aspect of trading. But I will not explain that and in this video. Okay. So let me go. Let me check all the pair and let me analyze the chart the way you can draw the trend line so that you'll be able to understand. Trading is for everyone to make profit, but when you are losing, there's something that has to be done. Okay. So even though you blow accounts, there's something that has to be done. Even though you lost too much. Today, I think I lost many trades today, but hopefully I still make profit. I still make profit. Though I lost a lot, I still make profit. That is a life of trader. You lost and you make profit. If you lost and you did not make profit, I don't think that is what we call. I don't think I don't think trading is for you. But if you lost and you still make profit, fine, that's good. So, you might wondering why can't we use horizontal line? For me, if I want to draw, I can use horizontal line, I can use trend line, but let me use the trend line because I connected from this highest point to the highest point. The time the market will reach that level, you see, weak green. But a lot of what we say, next candle supposed to continue because it's very far away from this area. Next candle supposed to continue, but you never know that the market has already closed inside the area. So let's clone it. Let's check it out. Okay, so you can see at the tip. I want to make it put it at the tip of this reversal here. Okay, so you will not know that the market already inside the area. That is why we see sellers entry. But you might be wondering, wow, the next candle is supposed to be green. Why red? It's supposed to continue because of this uptrend. It's supposed to continue. Wow. Oh God. You start feeling frustrated. You you don't know what to do next. You start thinking maybe binary option is a scam. Maybe it's not true that people are making profit. Maybe so many people are even scamming people, taking away their money, taking away this and that. That is all what you will thinking, but you never know that it is your mistake. All the mistake you are, all the loss entry you are making, it is your mistake. And also most of the time the market mistake. Let me just say market mistake. Well, there's something like that. Market mistake. Maybe by the time you expect, like I usually make such mistake. I expect the market to reverse, but I want to enter the trade immediately the candle close. What when the candle closed, the candle jumped. When it jumped down, I have already clicked um put, not knowing that jumping down will make the candle to form green, but I've already clicked put. That is market mistake. That is, I didn't, that was not my fault. Although part of it is still my fault because I am supposed to wait for the candle to close fully and wait for the next candle to open to see where it will open before I enter the trade. So, what am I saying? When you draw area like this, always identify where the market will reverse. This candle close inside the area, the weak, the rejections, and the pressure from sellers. Definitely, sellers must enter on the next candle. You see this candle cross it a little bit. That is why you, as a trader, you must. It is a must that you have to. You must have a sharp high. Maybe you are not the kind of trader that has short sightedness. If you are kind of trader that has short sightedness, that maybe you don't see clear something clear, that would be a problem to be a binary trader. So better to stick some to somewhere something else. So train your high. That is the most important thing. Train your high. Even for me, looking the way chart like this, I know the candle cross this upper line. Looking the chart like this, but if I want to be sure of what I'm saying, market still cross it. Look at this edge here, it's still above the line. So definitely buyers we entered with the momentum of buyers. You see the reason why sellers entered here, and you see the reason why the market keep reducing the strength here, because of this high. This is the highest level the market has reached in the past on the left side for like 5 minutes in the past, 5 minutes ago. I think 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes. This is the highest level the market has reached. And how do you get this number? You can go to indicators, go to widgets, then highs and low value. You enable it. So it will make you see the highs and low in the market. This is the high of the market. That is why the market is reversing from the high. This is the look at it. I saw the low right here. I saw the low somewhere here. Okay. It appear and it disappear. Okay, this is the low, the high, the low. So from the low, the market rise up and reach the highest level. The highest level, which is 1.211540. The market now is falling. Okay, so the low 1.21071 low and 1.211540. So that is how to find out the lows and high. So you might say, oh, the market has crossed it and it got rejection here. Let me go with bias. But you never know that this is the highest level the market has reached. This is the lowest level the market started. So it might be maybe continue to the lowest level, or maybe it might make some retracement very close to the lowest level before it reverse. This is one thing. These are the things that you need to consider while you are trading binary option. Last thing I will let us know is this. Um, there's one thing I want to let us know. Oh, there's nothing here. Okay. Now you see, most of the time, if you draw the resistance area like this, most of the time, a momentum like this, once you reach the resistance, it will not reverse. It will break the level, continue up. But in this scenario, once you reach the resistance, it reverse, and sellers are still entering the market. Single candle cannot stop the buyer's movement. That is why the bullish candle still form. Sellers still entered again because the bullish candle is weak. Sellers still entered again. But mind you, don't say you want to go with sellers continuously to this level. Don't say you want to go with sellers continuously to this level. Market will just make a retracement here, reverse, even break this trend line, reverse, break the trend line, and start moving up. So don't ever make such mistake by saying, let me go with sellers continuously to this level, that this is the next support. No, market can just retrace at any level because of this momentum. This momentum, the strength of buyers here is still active. The momentum here is the power of buyers. So they are still active. They will be watching you if you are going to do mistake by saying, let me go with sellers. By the time you try to go with seller, the market move up. It is because of the momentum, the strength, that is the presence of buyers still active in the market. So market can just reach the level, momentum, stop. Most of the time, it will not stop here at all. It will just be a strong green, close like this, and still continue. Most of the time, it will stop just exactly like this, make a pullback again, and still go more down. If you go more down, it's not going to reach this level. It will still go, it will just reverse a little bit and break the upper level. That is how the market move most of the time. So anytime you are trading, first of all, know how to do that. So observe everything while you are trading. If I should draw area, you see, sellers entry, sellers entry, sellers entry, sellers entry. Okay, so this is an area, but now I draw it as a single line. See, I draw it as a single line. Let me say I draw it as a single line. Then this candle close here. You might say, oh, most trader, most mentor will say this is resistance area, that this is bullish movement. Next level is here. There's a gap. Let me go with buyers. Pew, you go with buyers. But what happened? Sellers enter. Pew, and you lost. You'll be wondering what happened. Why the market did not reach the level before reverse? You start asking yourself with these questions. Now, for you not to withdraw yourself is that you didn't realize after the market makes the first move, second move, so any third move or fourth move will be the major one you should focus on. It should be the minor one you should focus on. But the market make is giving us another opportunity to enter the trade for us to know what we are doing by drawing an area of value. So definitely this green candle close inside this area. That is why we see sellers entry. Not that we expect the market to reverse. This is an area of resistance. So if you see me using two trend line, three trend line, I'm trying to find out, I'm trying to draw an area so that I will not make any mistake on what I'm doing. Okay. If I didn't draw an area, I might still make such mistake that this candle will stop here. Let me go with buyers. So once they go with buyers, next candle is supposed to be weak green before it reverse. Fine. These are the things that will make me. But if I want to be assured, or if I want don't make any mistake, I would rather draw an area for me to know how the market move. Definitely, wow, this candle is inside this area. Let me go with sellers again. Inside the area, let me go with sellers. Mariboso above the area, let me go with sellers or buyers. So these are the things that you need to put in mind. The market will not just reverse from the resistance and go down. It is lucky that the market reversed from the resistance and went down to all this level to this level. It is the best. It is the best lucky. But most of the time, market will just make single retracement, just like this, single retracement and a bullish, and again the bullish continuously, bullish continuously. But single retracement followed by a green, and again a red again, and a red. So retracement, all these are correction, but market will still go more up. So it might break the resistance, not respect the resistance, and continue to the upside. So that's the thing that you need to observe, and these are the things that you need to take notes when you are trading binary option. This is different from forex. From forex, you can say even though you enter, even though the market will still go up like this, and the market reached resistance here, you buy, you set your stop loss here, you take profit here. Even though the market still makes some retracement like correction, it will still go up to that your target. So as the market is making some correction, you are already in loss. But the time it will move up to this extent, to this level, you make profit. So that is forex for you. But binary option, there's nothing like that. Binary option, you have to stick to what is best for you. Are you going to be trading on supports and resistance? Are you going to be trading on highs and lows? Are you going to be trading on supply and demand zones? Are you going to be using um, indicators? Are you going to be using trend lines, Fibonacci? If all this is what you want to do in binary, then stick to your plan. Don't divert your mind. Don't divert your attention. I always see the negative effect of me being diverting my attention on what I'm supposed to do. If I said I want to use this trend line, then I start diverting my attention by using by using Fibonacci. I start diverting my attention by using the Fibonacci. I might make mistake. I may make such mistake, but I might still lose some trade. But for you to be on the safe side, stick to one of a trading plan. Don't divert your mind. Okay. So that is all what I have for us today. Stick to your plan. Don't divert your mind. Stick to your trading plan. Is it the are you planning to trade on support and resistance? Are you trying planning to trade on supply and demand zones? Are you planning to use these trend lines, either a single trend line where the market come to that level reverse, or a double trend line when the market close inside the area reverse? Or are you going to be trading on highs and lows? Or are you going to be trading shock and pressure rejections? Or are you going to be using indicators? So if you really want to enter the real business in trading, you have to have plan. If you don't have plan, everything will just go the way it's look. If you don't have plan, you must have plan. Predict properly. Have plan that you're going to make it. So if you fail to plan, that means you must plan to fail. It is a must that you're going to plan to fail. I'm not abusing anyone, but it's a must you're going to plan to fail. So plan before you enter your trade. Plan before you enter your trade. Okay, I think that's enough. So if you like my video, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.